Hello everybody! Mike here. Welcome to my second ever live episode of Modern Man TV. I hope everybody gets a chance to get in on this. I'm going to wait a minute before we get started to let some people that are going to join us. I don't know who's going to join, but if anybody wants to join, I'm going to let y'all. I'm actually going to go film with my wife. We're going to go film a video for Yode watches. They say Jord on them, but they're pronounced Yode. And we're filming for them. They're the wooden watches. They're really cool. We're gonna go film for them. And then I actually talked her into going to see it with me. Took me 2 weeks. 2 weeks. But I got her to agree. So, we're gonna go do that. Hello everybody joining. Grab yourself a drink. It's gonna be a good time. Got my favorite here. This is Great Mountain Dew. I am excited. Love that stuff. Hello, Lewis. Everybody coming in. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just kind of waiting until everybody starts to come in. How are you guys today? Hope everybody's well. M12 Play, how are you? I am sprightly. How about yourself? Everybody get a chance to see my review on Friday. Slick Bandit. Stuff's pretty slick. Check that out if you haven't yet. Today, one of my good days so far. Yeah, pretty good day so far. What I got in my hair today is First-Hand Supply water base. Haven't checked that out. I'm digging that stuff. It's really awesome. I use it in my personal time. So how old am I? I will actually be 28 on the 30th of this month. When can we expect a slight whisper about something Blue Man's working on? I don't know anything actually that they're actually, you know, to be honest with you, they're actually very transparent with what they're working on. They don't keep anything really secret. When they announce they announce in the Blue Mon community when they're working on stuff. I mean, I think they just announced a couple weeks ago that they're looking into like some further products like sprays and yeah, Lewis, you saw it too. They're working on a shampoo and conditioner. Yeah, they're actually pretty good about just, you know, being open with what they're working on. So I know that they're kind of working on fifth sample too. I think they're doing some of that. I got helping them with that and stuff. Best hair straightener. I don't honestly use a hair straightener that much. I have a slight wave. I've talked about it before. It's right here, I think, approximately right there. And I used to try to straighten it, but then it would cause the rest of my hair to be kind of off because it would be super straight here, but then this, which I actually rely on its natural wave to move, and so I usually just use the straighten blow dry method where I learned from ADH, where you kind of use your comb and a blow dryer to straighten everything out. So have I seen the new Heavy Made from Hans de Foucault? Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, looks like another gel type, right? That's pretty much what it looked like to me, was a Heavy Made gel type. Not too much interest from me on that one. I got enough gel types. Same with this Fireball from Mr. Pomp. Not real interesting. Bivalane, I think I saw Bivalane or Hans de Foucault. It just depends. I think thick hair, Bivalane is one of those lines that I really enjoy because I like Rasmussen and Emil. They're really nice guys. But Gold Digger, sorry, brain fart. But Gold Digger was one of the first products I ever bought, and it works really well. At the time I had short hair, it was like, you know, yay high, and it worked super good. But then when my hair gets about, you know, this length, it gets too sticky, and that's everybody's complaint, is that with longer hair and, you know, longer styles, it's too sticky. Same with Silver Fox. But I have a friend, Ben, you guys know Ben, and his hair is shorter. It works super well for him. But for me, it's just too long. But then you get over to Night Fiber. That's awesome. I love the Night Fiber. I like their shampoo and conditioner too. I did use their blow for a long time. I ran out and I just haven't bought more. But I do like a lot of their stuff. I think I saw, was that Cavalier or Night Rider or Night Fiber? If you're talking about Night Rider from Kevin Murphy, I'd have to say the edge probably goes to Cavalier. I get longer hold, more texture, and it's easier application. That's what I get from Cavalier versus Kevin Murphy's Knight Rider. One thing from Kevin Murphy, though, I do wish that they would have kept the gritty business around. That one I really enjoyed, was the gritty business. My stylist actually had a jar that she forgot she had tucked away in like the back of her shelf, and I bought it just so that I could have a whole new extra tub of it, just for, like, you know, special occasions when I want to take it out and have a crying moment about it being gone. Shaving, I think I saw somebody shaving. Hey, how are you? Daniel Dadelon. Hey, Arcadian Clay versus O'Dowd's. Matt Paste. They're both pretty dry. They both get high volume. Yeah, wow. Both pretty dry. Both got high volume. I think hold-wise, though, O'Dowd's Matte Paste probably has a little bit more hold. But I think I get more texture and volume out of Arcadian Clay. So that's why a lot of things are hard to compare to each other. You get more hold from one and more. What am I sipping on? Hey, that's the one I was meant to say hi to. Lamb. How do you say your name? Lamb Cab Shaving Channel. What am I sipping on? Mountain Dew Pitch Black. I can't drink alcohol. That's somebody that, and not that I would drink alcohol on a live YouTube video anyway, but I can't. My hip medicine prevents me from drinking alcohol, and I didn't really drink alcohol before my hip surgery anyway. But I love Mountain Dew Pitch Black. It's my treat, I should say. It's the thing that I just allow myself to have. Do I drink coffee? Sometimes. I'm not a huge coffee drinker. Man, you're missing out on Guinness. I've heard that before. Yeah, my medicine, it's really dangerous to drink alcohol on it, so I just don't. And I wasn't really into it anyway before. Have you tried Mountain Dew SA? Oh, is that the red, white, and blue one? If that's what you're talking about, yeah, I did try that one. A little sweet for me. Tasted kind of like a bomb pop. You know, those red, white, and blue popsicles. Tasted a little bit like that to me, which wasn't bad. It's a little sweet. Voltage. Oh, I'm gonna turn that off. Voltage is pretty good too. Also, shout out from the UK. That's awesome. I've never been to the UK. I've never been outside the US. So I hear it tonight. I've always wanted to go to the UK. I'm gonna get there one day. I mean, it's gonna happen. I just don't know when. So, but anyway, this video is towards Gentleman's Box. So now that we've been on for a few minutes now, I don't want to take away a lot from the point, because these guys did send me the box for review. They didn't sponsor the video or anything, but they did send me the box to show you guys, and I don't want to, you know, spend here talking about a bunch of other things when they did send me the box. Usually I would just make a regular video like I have for the past couple months for these guys, but they had me do a live Facebook video explaining for them. It was on my page, but it was for them. So they asked me to do that, and I had a lot of fun doing that. And I thought, well, why don't I just do a live unboxing? Why don't we just do that live? That way, if you guys have questions about the box while I'm going through it, I can just answer it. So here's what the boxes look like. Now, I've already uploaded one video regarding Gentleman's Box. Go check that out. And I've checked out a few boxes now. Not any. Well, I think I've done a lot of clothing boxes, but style boxes I've done maybe one or two. And I've got the monthly style club, which I still enjoy. But these guys kind of have a little bit of an edge on things. A chill stream, yeah, that would actually be cool. Just spend like 2 hours or so just doing that. We may do that. Who knows? I'm going to Portland in November, and I'm going to hang out with Brandon Rodriguez from the Workman's Pomp. I've met up with him once, but we never actually filmed anything together that we, you know, released anyway. And so I'm going to hang out with him and Brandon Rock River. And after, because we're filming the behind the brew for his clay, and then afterwards we're just going to hang out. So maybe we'll just turn on the live stream and chill out, hang out. Maybe you guys could ask us some questions and stuff from both of our channels, because I know some of you guys watch him too. And if you don't, he's hilarious. So, gets a better idea of the box size. Yeah, it's a good idea, the box size. So the box size, what I found out though, does it ship to the UK? Yes, I believe they do ship worldwide. I think that there's just a slightly extra charge for the worldwide shipping. I'd have to look that up. I'll try to respond to you in the comments once I look it up, because he told me once. I do know that the box they sent me was $25. It cost $25 a month. That's where, if I was buying it here in the US, it'd be $25 a month. But with the subscription charge, you get 12 months of GQ. So that, and I think I already actually paid for that. I didn't actually get it with the, I didn't get it with this box because they just sent it to me for review, so they don't set me up with a subscription too. That wouldn't really make sense for them. But I am a subscriber to GQ, and I just paid for it. I just re-upped, so it was about $10. So after that, you're really only looking for $15 more worth of stuff in this box until you've got your money's worth, and then everything after that is profit per se. So what is Gentleman's Box? It is a monthly subscription service that sends you different items to help elevate your style. So they send, last month they sent me like grooming samples, they sent me a tie, you can go back and review that. But this month I was really excited because it's a Jim Beam, I don't know if it's backwards, hopefully it's not backwards, but it's Jim Beam Black sponsored. So Jim Beam Black actually was like influencing the items inside this box, or they influenced one item going into this box. So it was a Jim Beam Black sponsored item going inside the box. Now when you open it up, you have the booklet, which is one of my favorite things about this is the booklet. Jim Beam from the alcoholic beverage, I believe. Yeah, Jim Beam Black. This right here. Bourbon. So, yeah, they're a sponsor for this box. So that was pretty cool. But this booklet is awesome. On the back, they put a gentleman's tip on the back, and it says, when sampling bourbon, keep 5 things in mind: clarity, color, aroma, flavor, and finish. I don't sample bourbon, but if I was going to get started, maybe that would help. I don't know. Every booklet they do post out, they honor somebody. What time is it for me? Well, it's 12:15 because I said I was going live at noon. Let's see. They today, September is National Bourbon Heritage Month. Did anybody else know that? I didn't know that. Apparently that's why they did it. That's cool. I didn't know that. So they talk about a master distiller here in the book, and am I a partner of Lockhart or Blue Man? No, I'm not a partner with Lockhart. The Lockharts. I don't. If I'm like a business partner, no, and I'm not a business partner at Blue Man either. I think they call it like a brand ambassador, maybe. I don't really do anything, but I think I have that. I think I have that title. I think a few people have that, I guess, title. But I mean, there's not really much that goes along with that, other than you get product. That's cool. The cool thing, so get back on track here, style inspiration. So they give you some inspiration. Not all of these things are inside the box, but some of them end up being in the box after they show it to you. So they kind of just give you an example of how somebody would wear it. So a suit with a suit, and with a watch, stuff like that. And then they give you some other outfit examples on here. And then here is usually where we go into what is probably inside the box. So you got some socks, which I have had really bad luck with getting socks from these boxes. Some of the socks I've received have been just really loud and full of patterns. And side note about me, I've gotten dress socks out of these boxes, but before that I didn't actually own a pair of dress socks. I always wear ankle socks. I'm wearing Under Armour ankle socks right now. Even when I dressed up, wore a suit, a lot of times I wear ankle socks. I don't know why. I just feel more comfortable in them. And so I'm not necessarily a plain color person. I just don't like a lot of weird patterns. So that's basically it. But I wear a lot of ankle socks because they just feel better. So let's move on here. They got a pocket square. They have a lapel pin. I've never actually owned a lapel pin, so I hope that that's inside this box because I'd be interested in checking one of those out. Never owned one of those. I'm putting together another suit video, by the way. Taylor contacted me about making another suit, and so I'm looking for different accessories to put on that suit and different ways to wear it. And so I'm putting together a video. I got a tip from somebody for suspenders, KK&J. Apparently they're a pretty big brand on YouTube. People have reviewed them. So yeah, people are not letting you stay on track. Me too. Yeah. But I'm putting that together, so this might come in handy with that. I think this might be the Jim Beam sponsored item for the box. Black Whiskey Stones. Say they're worth $12, so that almost covers our $15 thing we're trying to get. I forgot to mention though with the socks, if this pair of socks and the tie are inside the box, the tie is, they say, is worth $30 and the socks are worth $25. So we've already met and surpassed our $15 cap that we're trying to meet, even after we get to the whiskey stones. So, and then here is the cool, in this next page here, they got a recipe for a hot fudge bourbon milkshake. So it looks like a milkshake with bourbon in it. That's pretty cool. Some of the stuff they put in here. They have a giveaway here if you want to join that. If you're a subscriber, you can go to that. I know, $25 on a pair of socks. Yeah, that's probably why I don't buy socks that much. So they give you a lot of tips on here, like how to taste bourbon, how National Bourbon Month came to be. Then they have a featured member. They put that in every one. They have a featured member in here and a Q&A. And then they have a deal of the month. Let me see here. Members can get, oh, it's just a coupon so you can order. I think they have an upgraded box. So I think if you order the upgraded box, they give you a deal on that. Last month though, they had a deal for a watch. So you could actually type in their code and actually get the watch, which was cool. For like, it was like $30 it ended up being. Here's the actual box though. So you got the sticker, it all comes nicely wrapped. Some of these boxes that I found, they just kind of put everything in there and close it up. They don't take the time to decorate the box. I pay attention to branding. I do this a lot when I review hair products. I look at the branding, and I look at the jars. I look at the presentation that they come in when they come in the mail. And one of the things that I really enjoyed about brands like Patrick's was he took a lot of time. He had a really high price, but he took a lot of time in his product presentation. And that's something that I see here. They take a lot of time in their presentation. So let's open this up. Oh, sweet. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff in here. Let me just see if I can do this without dumping it all out. So the lapel pin that I was just hoping was in there is actually right there on top. So that's cool. So a lot of stuff actually does come in here. So here's the lapel pin. Let me show that, see if you guys can see that there. It's pretty cool. I've never owned a lapel pin, so see how that looks on this new suit I'm getting made. I do like this tie. It's pretty cool. It's from the Knot Club. It says it's 75% microfiber, 25% silk. So let's open this up. It's cool. I mean, it doesn't feel super cheap. I like that color, definitely. That's going to look cool. This is actually the exact color that I was hoping to get with the suit that's being made. It takes a little while to make that suit, but I was just browsing for red ties that are that shade to go with it, so that definitely works out. Same with this pocket square. I was just going to go ahead and reuse a pocket square, but now that I got another one, this might work. Pocket squares was something that I recently just learned when I did the actually the accessorize a suit video with ties.com. I had to go and kind of do some research. They can be kind of complicated, I found out, the pocket squares. But this is the one they sent. It's checkered. It's kind of darker on one side, but I don't think you're supposed to display that side because it's like the stitched side. So here's how you're supposed to display it. That's pretty cool. Goes with that tie. And that's another thing. Some of the boxes that I found, it seems like they just kind of grab stuff. It's like they have a shelf, like picture like a shelf with a bunch of stuff on it, and they just kind of go through the shelf. They don't, it may not go together. They just kind of grab it and throw it in there, and there you go. It looks to me like they said, okay, this tie would probably go with this pocket square, so we're gonna put that together, and that shows me that they made some kind of thought. Can you select the products you want? No, that's the cool thing though. You don't select the products you want, but you don't have to pay anything extra to keep these. So everything that comes in the box, I mean, you pay the $25 a month, and then you get the box and you keep everything. Everything, you don't have to pay anything else. Some of the box services that I've explored, especially the clothing services, they do that. They just send you a box, so you pay for the box, then they send it to you, and then if you want to keep anything inside it, you gotta pay an extra fee. It's just nuts. Back to the socks. Here we go. Here's the socks. Again, coordinating colors. You can tell that they put some thought into this. Everything matches. I've never had so many things match like that before. That's cool. And they feel like they're comfortable too. There it says bamboo 75%, polyester 23%, and elastane 2%. Dead Socksy. Nice. Digging those. Looks like a pair of Christmas socks. It does, yeah. Looks like could pass for like snowflakes or something. But they're just dots. They're not actual snowflakes. That's pretty cool though. And then the last item is, yeah, they are pretty neat. These Jim Beam Black. For somebody that doesn't drink, somebody that does not drink, these are kind of funny to have. So I've seen these before. I actually bought some similar for my brother for Christmas last year. And you put these in the freezer and they stay cold a lot, and then you drop them in your drink and it keeps them cold. But unlike ice, they don't melt and water down your drink. So they'll stay cold, and then when they, stop being cold, you don't have any excess water in your drink like you do with ice cubes. So that's what they're cool. I believe they stay cold a long time. I know, on the rocks, right? It makes for a pretty funny pun, but that's still cool. I mean, I wouldn't have personally, since I don't drink, I wouldn't have, if I had the choice, it wouldn't have been my first choice, obviously, since I don't drink. But with Christmas coming up, this could make for a cool gift, or for sorry, I dropped one. Could make for a cool gift for somebody, or stocking stuffer or something. I could re-gift it. That's another option. If you don't like some of the stuff in the box, you can re-gift it. Holidays are coming up. That definitely works. And that is basically the box. So do you guys have any questions about the box? I'd be happy to answer some of them for those of you that are on. It doesn't look like there's a huge amount on, but I can't think of any other things to really explain about Gentleman's Box. I'm going to put the link in the description though if you do want to sign up and check it out. It's cool if you try it, you don't like it, you can cancel. I know that they have said that, and it's not a huge deal. Big fan of the channel. Keep up the good work. Yeah, thanks, Alex Weasley. Any relationship to Ron? Yeah, that was a bad joke. I was looking for it. It's over there. I just smashed the entire Harry Potter series while I was editing. Is there a similar box for casual clothes? Trendy Butler is who I'm working with right now. I don't get paid by them, but they send me boxes for clothes. They're who I work with for clothing right now. I know some people have complained, their clothes kind of look like dad's, and I actually had a conversation with them saying that, some people weren't impressed by the selections, and they were very receptive to my criticism for that and said that they were going to kind of revamp their selection process and make sure to try to get better at it. In a nutshell, they wanted to raise the bar, and they listened to what I had to say. So, are those boxes shipped to the EU? Yeah, I believe they are shipped worldwide. I'm not even sure that they're even based in the U.S. As promised, you got 2 more subscribers. Well, thanks, I guess. 2 more subscribers. That's always cool. Coming up this week, does the Gentleman's Box ever include belts? I think so. I think I have seen it on their website before, where there's belts. I don't know how often they send out belts. Let me see if there's one in this book. There's not one in this book. They do have watches listed there too, but I don't really know the brand on them. I do think that they include belts occasionally, though. I'm not sure how often they do. So they do include a wide variety of things, and altogether, I've just been actually pretty happy with what they sent compared to some other boxes. I do have I have another box that I'm thinking about doing another live unboxing next week, actually, because I enjoy this, talking to you guys and opening the boxes and stuff. I have another box that just arrived the other day from Monthly Style Club, and they're getting a little crazy with their stuff. Last month, they sent me this knife. And I'll give you guys a little preview for next week. They sent me, I'm not even sure if it's legal in my state, but they sent me a money clip that doubles as brass knuckles. I'm not even fully sure that that's legal in my state, but it's cool. It's different, so it's interesting. And they're a different brand. They actually are run by Monthly Knife Club. That's why do one every 2 weeks or so if you can. Yeah, I'll do that. Can we see them? I'll do that next week. I don't want to take too much away from Gentleman's Box. That way they feel like they, got their thing. What camera is best? Honestly, when I started the channel, I was using a Nikon D3000 or D3200. I can't remember because I had both at one point. Then I switched up to very quickly because I got sick of not being able to see myself. I switched over to the Canon T6i, and I actually used that all the way up until about maybe 2 months ago. Whenever I announced that I was filming in 4K, that's when I switched cameras. I bought the Sony A7R II. So I was using, that one has actually been my favorite camera I've ever used, the Sony A7R II. It's been amazing to shoot with. Quality has really gone up. But the T6i worked really well for me, and it's a lot cheaper. So if you're looking for like a, cheaper end, I think the T6i is fairly inexpensive now. Is there any box? Yeah, I just answered the box for casual questions. Trendy Butler is the one for casual clothes that I use. They've sent me joggers before, which is cool. They sent t-shirts, they've sent button-ups, lots of jeans, a couple jackets. So it's definitely casual clothes. They're the ones, and they do offer a discount too on the channel. If you check out those videos, they do offer a discount. Well, this has been awesome. Right at 27 minutes. What are you taking meds for? Oh, well, I had a small accident at work. In October, it'll be 3 years ago. I have a degree in mental health, and I'm working on my master's degree in clinical counseling. But I was working in a group home. I was asked to take a shift. It wasn't my day job. It wasn't my actual job, but they needed help with a violent client. So they asked me to go work in a group home, and this client had a pretty rough night, and he kicked me and did some major damage to my hip. And so I had 2 surgeries, and I had two surgeries. One of them involved donor tissue from a cadaver, and it never fully fixed everything. So I do have to be on some meds to kind of help me get around and be able to do the stuff that I like to do, and walk and get upstairs and carry my son and be, as active as I can be. Do you watch any anime? Yeah, no, not really into anime. I was into Dragon Ball Z when I was younger, when I was middle school. Me and my brothers were, but not so much as of recently. Not at all, actually, recently. Hope that gets better. Yeah, thanks, man. It's okay. I'm living with it. Have I ever thought of making a skincare video? Yeah, I have. I have thought about making a skincare video. I haven't been approached. To make a skincare video. I know a lot of people talk about the Teague Henley, how it's the cure for cancer and all problems in drywall, but I've never got my hands on it. I've never really looked into it. I just haven't put a lot of thought into skincare. It's not something that I use really a whole lot, and but I will look in. I have it on my list to look into for the future, though, because I do know that some people want to see that, so I am going to look into it. I'm glad to see the channel is doing well. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Dave. That's my dad's name. My dad's name, Dave. Bunch of Daves. I don't know. I've never tried Cataphil. Never tried that. Do a haircut on Mariano DeVio. I don't know if I can pull off his hairstyle. He's got a pretty awesome hairstyle. This is pretty much what I do here. I could try it, I guess, but I don't know how it's gonna come out. But MDV's got a really unique signature style. I'm a big fan. I think they have a good bulldog. Okay, yeah, I'll write that down on the board. Bulldog. Your dad must be a cool guy. Yeah, my dad's pretty cool. Yeah. Moisturizer you suggest? I don't actually use a moisturizer. Haven't ever bought one. Yeah, I feel like you're just saying Mariano DeVio hairstyle over and over again. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I just answered that. I'm pretty sure I did. What do I think about Slick Air TV? They're awesome. I like those guys. When I was first starting out, I got a message from Rasmus. I think it's Rasmus. Because sometimes they would message me together and they wouldn't put their names, so it's hard to tell always which one. But I could show you guys an email thread that is literally about almost 3 years long between me and mostly Rasmus from Slick Air TV. We've talked about twice a month, probably for 3 years, almost 3 years. And they've always offered me excellent tips on the channel. They've sent me some product before. They've never asked me to, give an opinion or say anything. They've never ever, gotten over that line with me. They've always just been super helpful guys, really honest guys, really nice guys. I'm a big fan of them. The new Lockhart's wax, yeah. I actually just used that yesterday, Transcend. I used it yesterday. I saw somebody ask about product collabs. I think I talked about it in the... Did I talk? Yeah, I talked about it in the last live video. I am doing a product collab. I announced it already on the live video and on the... What did I say? I'm losing my train of thought again. I announced it on the live video and I announced it on EP. I am doing a Halloween collab with Steve Lockhart. So the Lockharts and I are making a Halloween collaborative pomade. And it's going to be really cool. I've ironed out a few of the details with Steve. The guy just is nuts. And any recent killer combos, I had pretty much one during my Slick Bandit video, original by Bluemon and Slick Bandit. No, it's not going to be pumpkin spice. No, Steve thinks way outside the box on that. When he came to me with the idea and kind of started throwing out some of the ideas that he had, I was super excited because it's nowhere near the real. Any unorthodox water-based collab coming up somewhere. I have, let's see, I have 2 offers to do a collab. I don't know for sure they're unorthodox water-based. We haven't gone into that, what we're going to make yet. But I have 2 collabs from 2 different brands, pomade brands, on the table, if that makes sense. Like 2 offers that I haven't yet entertained. Will you buy the new iPhone X? Oh yeah. If I could give them my money, if I could have given them my money last year for the iPhone X, I would have. When is the Clay catalog coming out? I am working on it now. There's 11, technically 11. I think I might add a 12th one in there. But there's 12 clays, and I have to test each one. Dry hair, wet hair, blow dry, and I try to do air dry on all of them unless it really doesn't make sense. So there's like at least almost 3 or 4 tests for all the clays. So it takes me a long time. I can't wash my hair, 19 times in one day, and I don't have time to do that anyway. So I'm cranking it out, getting it on as fast as I can. $1,500 for the 256. I am going to get the 256 gigabyte. I think I read that it was US. It was only wasn't it like right under 1,200 for the 256, not 15? Because I know the 64 is $999.99 right there. So I thought the 256 was right at 1,200. Maybe it might be more, after tax, but who knows? I'm a big Apple fan. I forgot one of the other questions. Yeah, that is a lot for a phone. Is blow drying without a nozzle going to be different from with the nozzle? It's not super different for me. I actually blow dried without a nozzle just here. I find that I can get it done faster without the nozzle because I have the Dyson blow dryer, and it has the big hole in the middle, so it shoots out a lot of air. And then if I put the nozzle on, it just concentrates that air, and I can focus on sections instead of it hitting all of my head. I can focus on, this, which actually for some reason takes the longest to dry, is right here. So I can focus on it right there without over drying this section of my hair, if that makes sense. But when I was running late and wanted to just dry my hair real quick, I popped it off and just, went all over until it was all dry, and it works pretty quick. So for me, it's more of a convenience thing with the nozzle. I can dry the sections I want without over drying the other sections. So the blow dryer is like my goal. I need to save up for it. It is expensive, right? I struggled with buying it for a little bit because it was really expensive, but I actually found it used. It didn't really make a difference to me whether it was new or used. It was still the same blow dryer, and somebody was willing to sell it used, so I jumped on it, and I saved myself some money too. DIY hair mask. Never made one. Never made a hair mask. I have tried a hair mask from Pure Dior, and it works really well. So they had like 100 somethings in there or something like that. A huge list full of things in that hair mask. But it made my hair feel really, really nice. I mean, it didn't really make a difference in my hair because my hair's fairly healthy, but it really just felt like I used a good shampoo and conditioner. There was not a whole lot of difference in my hair, but I'm saying it can't hurt putting it in there, especially if you feel like your hair is a little damaged. So I'll take a few more questions and then we'll probably call it good. I do want to thank Gentleman's Box for sending out the box for September. I hope they feel like they got a good video out of this, even though it wasn't fully devoted to them. I also took some questions. Shooting off, man. See you next week. Yeah, take it easy, man. Thanks for stopping by on the video. Have I tried the Nostalgic Grooming Mat pomade? Yes, I have a jar of it. Oh, it was over there, but it's not anymore. I was a tester for that for Dave, actually. Dave Leslie's a really awesome guy, really talented brewer. And he sent me a tester with it when he sent me a jar for the 10K giveaway of the Petro base. He sent me a little tester of his matte pomade. And it's really cool. It's really slick. And I'm trying to think. It's not as matte. I think it's not as super matte, but it does style really nicely. Like it works really well to get a good shape, and it doesn't make the hair kind of restrict. Some of those pomades you have to work on it a little bit in order to get the shape, but it just kind of makes the hair free flow, shape, done, works really well, but it doesn't have a super matte finish. That's what I noticed. I think it's supposed to gradually get more and more matte as you have it in the hair throughout the day, but my hair has a natural shine to it, so I think it kind of impedes that a little bit. It's consuming protein food going to benefit your hair? I don't know. I'm not really well researched in that area. I do know that they say that it can help if you're having trouble growing your hair or anything like that. I don't think that consuming protein is necessarily going to fix your hair if it's like fried or anything like that. I think if you want it to grow faster, I think having a healthy body and drinking a lot of water can definitely help encourage healthy growth if you're trying to grow your hair and trying to get to your hair goals a little quicker. That can definitely help. I do know you can take some vitamins and stuff like that. My hair just grows like weeds, like crazy. I just got this was skin. Tomorrow will be 7 days since this was down the skin, and it's already, grown in. By a week, by this time next week, this will be, about ready to start getting curly and bushy. That's why I trim the sides. I got a video coming out, actually. I've been asked so many times why I don't grow my sides. And it's because it is so bad when they start to grow. They start to curl. They start to grow like bushes. They grow out. They don't grow down. So I keep them trimmed. That's why. And I have a full video on how I trim my sides, or Jenny trims my sides. And in the same video, I'm also going to talk about how I tame my grays. I started going gray when I was 21 years old. I started going gray. Not fully gray, but I'd have streaks. And grays, you can actually see them coming up right here a little bit. And so people have always asked, how do you hide your grays? How do you fix them? Jenny has a really awesome method on blending them. So yeah, go with the gray. Not fully ready to embrace the gray as of yet. Not fully ready. I mean, this right here doesn't really bother me all that much, but a big old streak might bother me a little bit. I'm not fully ready to go full on Gandalf yet. So that'll be a cool video. It's both in one video, how I fix my hair problems. Those are the really only two problems I have, is keeping my sides trimmed and the grays fully. I saw another question, but I can't. Do you ever think of just try it? I think eventually I might. I don't know. Maybe I just don't want to feel like I'm old yet. Gray's classy. Yeah, definitely is. Oh, the question. Shoes. Somebody asked what brand of shoes I wear. I have a bunch of different shoes, actually. I don't know if I have them in here. I have one pair of main tennis shoes that I wear because my hip problem, sometimes wearing different shoes kind of hurts more than others. But I stumbled upon the Adidas Ultra Boost Uncaged. I just liked the way they looked. Honestly, that's why I got them. But then when I put them on, they were literally the most comfortable shoes I have. I found I could walk without having, I had very minimal pain compared to wearing Chucks or Vans or some, the ones with thin soles. And I walked all over DC. I still felt a lot, but it wasn't in as much pain. So I've been rocking with those Adidas since then. Have I tried White's boots? No. The only boots I have, I don't remember the name brand on one of my one brown boots. Excuse me. I have some Red Wing Rangers. I do know that. I believe they're Rangers. Which are pretty comfortable, but they have insoles in them. And that's about it for tennis shoes. I do like the way Yeezys look. I like the way they look, but I can't bring myself to drop the money on them. Not fully, especially when those people who buy them for $200 and they sell them for $7. That's not that cool. But funny, the Timberlands. I've never had Timberlands. Sorry, I don't know anything about that. Funny story though, I was in LA for the YouTube collab camp this time last year. Well, almost this time last year, and there was a guy selling fake Yeezys out of a car. Yeah, I have heard of Cocaine Clay from India. I saw somebody posting about it on the Blue Mon community. Kind of a cheap looking label on there. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I pay a lot of attention to product packaging. Okay, well, we've been on for about 43 minutes, so we probably should wind this down. We've lost a couple of people now. I think it's probably gone on long enough. So, thanks again for everybody who joined in. And if you feel like checking out Gentleman's Box, I definitely recommend it. They send out some really awesome stuff. The stuff that I showed you, feels really high quality. I'm definitely excited to check out this guy here, this lapel pin. I'm probably going to feature this later in my suit video. I like it a lot. It's pretty cool. You just stick it right in your lapel. So it's very clear to me that they not only pay close attention to their product packaging and their presentation, but they actually take time to pick out specific items and not just pull things off a shelf. That's the thing that is really apparent to me, and that's why I think that they're worth it, because it's $25 a month, and 10 of that goes to the GQ subscription, so you're only trying to make up for 15 bucks, and your one item is worth more than that in this box, and if not one, then there's two, and then you have, 2 or 3 more to look at, so you're getting more than your money's worth. So I'm glad we were able to unbox this, and I hope that I can continue to do that. And next week, I will unbox for you the monthly style club, because that one got very interesting this week. So thanks again, guys. Hope everybody has a good day. I'm going to go see it. I'm so excited for this. I've been trying to convince my wife for 2 weeks to go see it with me, and I am very excited. This is about to happen. Have a great day. Look forward to next week. Yep, look forward to next week. I'm going to have a couple new videos out. It's going to be pretty sweet. So you guys take it easy, and I'll see you guys here next time.